Oh hey, welcome back to another gear review. It's been a while. Today we are going to be looking at some Olukai shoes, which have become my new favorites over the past year. I'm probably gonna butcher the pronunciations of these shoes because they're Hawaiian, but I will give it my best. So today we're gonna be looking at the Olukai Lae ahi slip-ons and the Mio Li athletic sneakers. I'll run through some shots of each of these shoes so you can get an idea of what they look like, and I'm gonna try and highlight some of the features of the shoes through those shots so you can really get a sense of what these shoes look like. Then I wanna talk about my favorite features of these shoes, and then lastly end with what they're good for. Let's get into it. You. So the first shoe I want to talk about is the slip-on, which is again the Lae ahi, Lilo and Stitch. So as you can see, I have two different colors of these shoes because I originally started with this guy, the black, just kind of classic slip-on. And honestly, it's probably the shoe I wear the most out of any shoe I own. So I decided to get a second pair. We'll talk about this guy in a second. I first wanted to go through kind of my favorite features. So this breathable mesh on the upper is one of my favorite features because it allows the shoe to be very breathable, and it really helps the shoe dry quickly if you get it wet. I take these down to the river to go for a swim, and you know, when I put my feet back, slide them on, they get pretty wet, but they dry out really fast. I will say these shoes are not great when it's cold or wet out. And in terms of wet, I mean rain. So if you're walking through the city and it's pouring rain, your feet are gonna get soaked because that upper mesh is not water repellent. It's not built to allow water in. But because it's so lightweight and mesh and breathable, it does dry really fast. From what I knew about Olukai before I bought my first pair of shoes, I'd always seen that drop-in heel, which is absolutely the biggest feature I was drawn to. And it's still one of my favorites today. I can easily just drop that heel down, wear it as a slipper. If I wanted to like take the trash out really quickly or hop in the car and I don't really require like a full shoe. If I want to take the dog out, it's just super easy to slide these on. And that drop-in heel really adds to kind of the versatility of this shoe and just that kind of multi-feature aspect of such a simple shoe. That just really adds something really special and nice. So drop-in heel, absolutely my favorite feature. I also love the grip on the bottom of the shoe. It features what they call a wet grip rubber, which really helps when it's wet. Like if you're on a boat deck or, you know, kind of slippery concrete and that gets wet, the grip on the bottom is really awesome. And then lastly, my favorite feature, of course, is just the design. The style is very minimalistic. These shoes go well with anything. I wear them with joggers, with pants, with shorts, pretty much anything. And they always look really awesome and really sleek. So I just covered some of my favorite features on these shoes. So now I quickly want to just talk about what I use them for. I use the slip-on shoes kind of for everyday use. If I'm going out to the grocery store, if I need to run a quick errand, if I'm going to a friend's, if I'm just going to a restaurant to eat, I wear this to work. Pretty much anything. They're great on short walks or little adventures. They're a great travel shoe because they're really lightweight, and with that drop-in heel, obviously no laces, makes it super convenient and easy to get through security at the airport. That's kind of my rundown on the Lae ahi Olukai slip-on shoes. Now, the Mio Li athletic sneakers. Let's dive into those. Boom. All right, if I didn't hype up the slip-on shoes enough for you, hopefully I do these justice, because this shoe right here is packed with even more function than the slip-ons. The past couple years, I've been searching for that one shoe that can do everything. Travel, hiking, just being active, adventuring, wearing to work, casual, that one shoe, and I finally found it. They have, again, that amazing Olukai patented drop-in heel in the back. So again, that off the bat adds another function of you can wear this as a slipper, you can wear it as a slip-on. Obviously, unlike the slip-ons, you've got laces so you can tighten them, but you also have the option of the drop-in heel. Similar to the slip-ons, they're highly breathable, kind of made of that same mesh material, so they dry really quickly, they're very breathable, also lightweight. But again, like I said, won't do well in the rain. Your feet will definitely get wet, but in a tropical kind of warmer climate, you don't need to wear socks. You could go sockless and feel super comfortable in these guys. They feature a wet grip rubber, which really helps keep you stuck to the ground when the pavement's wet or when that concrete gets wet, or if you're on a boat deck or like a composite decking gets a little slippery. This shoe and the grip on the bottom really holds you sturdy to the ground, and you won't slip with this. Lastly, they have a gel insert, which adds to the comfortability and support of the shoe. Historically, I've had a lot of knee problems with shoes, and I have not found that with these. This adds perfect support, but also not too much support. I think shoes these days go a little overboard on how much foam they pack into the bottom of the shoe, and they're like 3 inches thick now and crazy inserts. That gel insert provides enough comfort for these to be worn all day long and just wear and tear, adventuring all day. So what I love about this shoe is if I'm on the fence, if I want to go on an adventure like a hike or something later in the day, if I'm not sure I want to do that, I always throw these shoes on, because if I go out to breakfast and then after breakfast I decide I want to go on a hike, if I'm in these guys, I can handle that hike, or I can handle that walk down to the beach, to the river, whatever it is. The versatility of this shoe has me covered. Also for vacationing, especially in a warm tropical climate, these shoes are amazing because of that breathability, the drop-in. They do really well in the sand and the water. Like I said, they dry quickly. They're very breathable. So when your feet get sweaty in that warm climate, you're able to breathe and really feel that kind of air flow through the shoe. Well, that's it for another gear review. I had the time today and I wanted to talk about my favorite shoes from Olukai, a new brand to me in this past year that I'm completely obsessed with. Hopefully this review was helpful in your hunt for shoes. Again, I am just the most average guy you could probably ever imagine. I have no professionalism, and I don't want to, because I'm just an average guy that likes to adventure, but I like to buy a lot of things, and usually those things are clothing and gear related. So I just hope that these reviews help in your search for the right shoe, whether you're looking for that #1 travel shoe, do anything shoe, a classy slip-on. Hopefully this review was helpful. I probably forgot something or didn't talk about something. I've done a waterproof shoe review where I didn't even show them being used in water. So I'm only human and definitely forget to talk about a lot of things. So if there's something you have a question on, please leave me a comment and I'll absolutely get back to you, and we can talk more about shoes. I'll see you next time. You. What's up? That was stupid. Well, hey, welcome back to another gear review. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong place. Jeez.